in my mind day and night. I wish that my life was in a movie, so I could skip to the end and pretend that I spent my best life living a dream. I'll travel land and sea to keep you next to me. You hold the ocean in your hands and it's pulling me into a reality. Don't play your symphony loud on my shin, break the sails, your royal atmosphere. I want to celebrate with you. Want to celebrate with you. Want to celebrate with you. I want to celebrate with you. Want to celebrate with you. Want to celebrate with you. Into a fantasy, under a tequila sunrise with you. Into reality, because I like the way that you take this feeling that I'm breathing in. The sun rises, but my mind still dives into fog. Time's ticking, your pulse is quickening. The city is calling, asking for you to come and swipe your life away. Time will come for a better day. Feel the future is wanted like the soup of the day. Pass me the recipe. I'm feeling jealousy. Knock on the window of my soul. That's for certainty. I want to celebrate into a fantasy, under a tequila sunrise with you. Into reality.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are we all doing tonight? Ooh, we've got a few people coming in already. We've got 42 teams at the moment, which is nice.
So put yourselves in on the score grid, which is have we pinned it
I haven't pinned it. No.
to the top of our Facebook page? Shall we do that? So how have you all been? This week has gone remarkably quick for me. I don't know about you, but it has gone really, really quick. So fast.
Yeah, it's been a weird one. I don't even remember much of May, do you? I was thinking to myself, it's already halfway through the year.
Oh, it's mental, isn't it?
Even though they've got a lockdown, it seems that time's passing just as quick.
If you're new to the quiz, we start at 8 o'clock. It's now 5:02, so we're not too far away. So if you're watching this on catch up, just zoom forward for 5 minutes and you'll get the start.
So look, we've got Jack's playing hello. We've got Mary, more than that. Lots of weird comments there. Pickled eggs are here. Fran is here. Good.
I've got more than what, Mary? Can we scroll up, Alex? Mary's just said that I've got more than that. I have no idea.
Unless you're talking to somebody else.
Possibly.
It's not all about you.
No, it isn't.
Right.
No, it's exactly the same haircut.
No, same haircut. I just decided to put a bit of styling wax in it tonight.
Yeah, we had our... It's starting to grow a little bit, so we both put a bit of product in. 2 weeks ago we had the lockdown clippered haircut. I obviously did a better job on him. Evening, Paul.
Evening to Fran. Hello.
Don't forget that as we speak, you're at least 15 seconds behind us. So when you make your comments, there will be automatically a lag from you seeing it. We see it as you type it in, but obviously then you've got that 15-minute lag before that happens.
15 seconds.
15 seconds, not minutes.
15 minutes would be really bad.
All right.
Hello, Hannah's Munich calling.
Hello, Munich calling. Good to see you again. We missed you last week.
Oh, she's talking about more than 42 teams. We can't get on the spreadsheet.
Oh, I see.
As always, guys, as soon as you put your comments and your teams on, just pop yourselves back out just for now, just so other people can get in. 100 people maximum can edit the score sheet at any time. And if there's 100 people in there, even if they're not doing anything, it will affect that. So once you put your team name in, just pop yourselves out if you can for us, please. Just so everyone else can get their names in and things. Paul says, good evening, Pale and Pasty. Good evening. Good evening to you, Paul. Are you 2 out of 10 cats? We're all the cats you need tonight, Charlie. We're all the cats you need.
Yeah. I'm allergic to cats, though. I'm also allergic to pollen. Hay fever is really bad today, so if you do see me itching my nose, I have taken Piriton, but it is really affecting me today.
Buenos tardes, Derek. Derek's in Spain, if I remember correctly. Derek was one who helped us out with some of those music questions.
See, this is just me being really geeky. You said TARDIS, and I thought of something completely different.
Buenos tardes, not TARDIS. Very professional. My phone wasn't on silent.
Honest? I don't know about my iPad.
Naughty me.
Right.
Where are the curtains, Kathy? As always.
There's the curtains.
There's the curtains. It's still up there. I mean, I could show you with the camera, but it looked really weird. So
No.
trust us and have a look at the camera behind. One day, I'm going to put like a T-Rex running behind us just for a laugh. All right. Right. We've got 2 minutes to go, so it's about time we start with our video of the week and the intro.
Okay. Special video of the week this week.
Ooh. They're all special, but you know.
Yeah.
Right. Put that on there.
Slightly differently special.
Differently special. Okie dokie. I'm just going to make sure all of our screens are viewable, just so we've got no errors happening there. Good stuff. Okay. Right.
So, okay, on to our video of the week. And this week is a bit special. It's something I came across on a broadcast for Save Our Venues. And it is a song called Breathless by Tony Cole Brooker, who is the manager of the Green Door store, and her husband Tom. It's something they put on for the Green Door store, Save Our Venues. And the rest of us in sort of like the grassroots side of things just went wow when we heard her voice. And this is special. This is the Cole Brookers and Breathless.
Burn down to the
So that was that. That was Tony from the Green Door store in Brighton. What amazing voice! What amazing voice! Lots of nice comments coming in. That is on the lighter side of what she normally plays. She's a real heavy mosh pit girl. Onto the intro. We'll turn it down a little.
'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though that he hardly even knows you. Doesn't care 'cause he's barely even sober. Doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying. Something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight. You're not alright. 'Cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking. He says he'll fight to defeat them. And then he takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. 'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. 'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We like to play, don't you know? We like to play, don't you know?
So as usual, our thanks to Rats for the theme tune. Just looking at you all popping in, we've got Mr. Brandon Wright of Modern Age Music, national promoter, who is also the manager of Drusilla, who you all seem to love a couple of weeks ago when we played their track for them. So hello to you. Who else have we got? Charlie's Angels.
2 out of 10 cats. 2 was obviously from Lancing. First time tonight. Well, welcome to you, Julie.
And if you scroll up there, I did see someone who made a first comment. Because while it's playing the video, we can't actually do any comments back to you. If you can scroll up a little bit further. So there we go. Someone for the first time commenting. Steve Gingwell, 13 weeks in, and this is my first post. 5 family from Bedford play against each other.
I like that. Instead of playing in teams, you just play against each other.
That's
a
good.
family rivalry. Bertie, get to week 26, begins with Z. I thought, have we even ever done a begins with Z before? I don't think we have.
Yes, we can. It's X's that are a problem.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Paul Molyneux, you can read your colours quest for a round idea. We thought about it before you even thought about it. Okay, right, let's get on with it. So, round number 1 is the begins with round. And as always, they begin with a certain letter. Tonight, it is brought to you by the letter. Come on.
Double ones.
Indeed.
Up to the letter J. Remember, the answer may be preceded by the word the, which you completely ignore.
Ignore.
Disignore. That's a new one, isn't it? And I'm literally on the water. No alcohol tonight.
And as always, it is this round and this round only that start with the letter J. So before you start commenting. Right. Let's get on with it. Right.
Sarah will still comment.
What are my questions?
I don't know.
I've completely lost my questions.
Well, we've got them there to start with.
Okay.
So let me see if I can see them.
I did put them somewhere. Oh, they're on the bed.
You put them on the behind the screen.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
All right then.
So am I doing odds or evens?
Bertie says X's are always a problem. I like that. Okay, I am going to do evens.
I bet there's a really bad odd one. I'm just trying to look down and see what it is. I can't see one.
Matthew, where do you put the answers? Just use a pen and paper. So essentially, imagine that you're watching a game show on your TV. Just do it like that. Play amongst yourselves.
Please do not put your answers in the live feed because some people are up to 40 seconds behind. If you're playing as a team, send your answers to your team captain and mark yourselves that way.
Yeah, there you go. We've already got people telling you how to play as well.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, Sarah, they all begin with J.
Question number 1. You put it on before I haven't said anything. What was the surname of the man who invented the whirlpool bath?
Didn't mean to put it on so early. I just thought I'd get you moving. Time is money. I don't know.
He's having a go again, isn't he?
There you go. Everyone's really nice to Matthew, letting him know how to play. That's what we like. Good evening from the now no longer furloughed Massive. Ooh.
Mr. Stuart Clark Lewis of the Premium Blend Radio Show will be playing his choice. But I do really love the song that he's chosen as well on that one. And obviously good friends with Brandon as well.
All right, question number 2. Who played Bubble in Ab Fab? So who played Bubble in Absolutely Fabulous? Point for the first name, point for the surname. The first name starts with a J. The surname may or may not.
We suddenly went out of focus there for some bizarre reason.
Yeah, I left the focus thing on by mistake. Porn star Martinis are here. She just wrote the porn stars are here. Oops, porn star Martinis. Go with your first instinct, I guess.
I always had my doubts.
Indeed. Yeah, our camera might periodically go into blur.
Okay, and then we'll change that up in the next break.
Yeah.
Question number 3. I like this one. What is the aptly sounding name for the metal discs set in a tambourine? So in the tambourine's rim, you've got those little discs that make a noise. What is the aptly sounding name for them?
Going to make sure we've got our YouTube working. It's going to mute that. Yeah, we did disable the live chat on our YouTube. As a couple of weeks ago,
We had trolls.
It bordered on quite offensive, so we decided to remove that. If you do want to talk to us, use your phones to talk to us on Facebook. So talk to us through the Facebook and watching your TV on YouTube, as we think that's the best way to do it.
And God Loves a Trier have joined us as well. On to 4.
Number 4. What J is the southern part of Palestine? So what J is the southern part of Palestine? Some people may know the name from other places.
I'm going to switch that off. It's freezing again. I'll just keep it on for numbers. Never mind. Go.
No, it's fine.
Question number 5. Which book of the Bible has more chapters? Jeremiah or Job?
Job. God's sake.
You did that deliberately, didn't you?
No.
I was suspicious why you gave me odds to do. This is what I have to put up with. He deliberately sets me up for this sort of stuff.
Oh, lest we forget, I pronounced something wrong last week, didn't I? I thought it was Kerberos, and then people told me it was Cerberus.
But that was all the punters telling us that one.
I still stand by my original thought that it is Kerberos and not Cerberus. So 50-50 for number 5. All right, moving on. Number 6. Number 6. In comics, who is Superman's photographer pal? You need the first and surname for the full 2 points. If you need the first name, 1 point for the first name, 1 point for the surname. So if you just get the first name, you still get 1 point. Get back on the wine, please.
Yes, on the wine, we were actually touting for pubs or breweries to actually sponsor us on that. We did a review at the weekend and we're cutting back on costings.
Yeah.
We're now 13 weeks since we last did a quiz. So we got no money coming in, so we're really holding back now. So yeah, that's
it was quite a weekend of realizations, I think.
Yeah, we literally went through all the figures and went, oh. So we're literally holding back on stuff now.
All right, moving on. Number 7.
But hopefully, I'm going to put it in bartenders, frightened bartenders, see if I can get some donations for publicity. 7. What name is given to the side post of a doorway? Ooh, that's a tricky one. What name is given to the side post of a doorway?
Oh, look at that. As a proper noun, Job is pronounced to rhyme with globe, robe, and strobe. Well, thank you, Charlie.
All right, just rub it in.
Derek,
You're making it worse.
Derek Willie says, same here, last quiz, March 11th. Oh, that's a shame. Matthew, you may find that you might not do as well in this round, but you might do better on the second round, or even my new fantastic third round. You might enjoy more. It's all about swings and roundabouts, but checks and balances.
I didn't think these were that hard.
No, I think so. If you find a certain round difficult, the next round tends to be more easy for.
But we do take note on it. If we are making it harder, do let us know. Normally, we're used to each pub having its own level that it's at, and we play to that, and we adjust it every single week. Whereas now we're just playing to the whole UK and beyond, because we've got our German friends in and a few other people.
We've also got Adele getting right to the point. Just guess. That's what we were trying to say to you. If you don't know it, just guess. You never know. Anyway, number 8. What is the name of the YouTuber who reached Strictly Come Dancing final in 2018? So what is the name of the YouTuber who reached the Strictly Come Dancing final in 2018? Again, point for the first name, starts with a J. Surname may or may not start with a J, but you still need the surname.
Calm down, Charlie, calm down.
Mary says, yeah, you guys have the answers. Well, that's true.
In the database.
But we tend to pick questions that we would have known regardless of actually seeing the question, I think.
Yeah.
We tend to go for things that we would have known or we could have guessed.
And we actually aim them at you. There's so many questions that we think, no, we can't throw that in because it's not global enough. It works for certain pubs.
Yeah, because some pubs are sportier than other pubs, so we do more sport questions. Some pubs tend to be more academic, so we do more history and geography sort of things. So we're trying to play to as many people as we can.
And also there's different age groups, demographics in various pubs as well.
What we're trying to say is we're trying to please everybody, but obviously we can't. Anyway.
Okay. Number 9. Which British-born actor and TV presenter won the 2012 Tony Awards for his performance in One Man, Two Governors?
And I guarantee if you're from Britain, you would have heard of this person.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. J is not one of our strong letters. J is not an easy one to have, actually.
There's less questions, that's for sure.
Big shout out to the Cartwrights. Love quizzing with you guys. Thank you so much. Your name's been crossed off there. Thank you, Jackie. We love quizzing with all of you as well. Mary, are we the academics? No, Mary, you're not the academics. You in particular.
And he said it this time.
Only because I know that's what you were trying to say.
And finally, question 10.
Number 10. Number 10, what J is something that brings bad luck? So what J is something that brings bad luck? Oh, fewer question mark, cough, cough. Less than, fewer than. Yeah, it's the argument as a tale as old as time.
I'm missing that. I lost.
You must have said less rather than fewer. Well, we've even got Julia doing it now. Good grief. Yeah, but Julia's friends with Bertie, so I don't think we can take anything that she says seriously.
Are you all going to take the mick out of me tonight?
Okay, right, we're going to go... we are going to go into the recap then and play you our first song tonight as well. Okie dokie.
I forgot who our first song is, actually.
Our first song is that one.
Okay. This is... check these guys out. I listened to their full EP, full set of songs on Spotify. Really, really good. They are Blue River.
Are you waiting for my blood? Are you waiting days and nights and miles above? I'm still dreaming about your looks, the girl you wanna be. Are you waiting? Smell the looks in your eye. I'll be just fine, looking like you want it. Life becomes something now. I'm waiting for the ice to warm me to my bones. Oh,
few technical issues there, as always. Mark spelled something wrong.
All right, give the game away. Oh, incidentally, Blue River are on These Bloody Thieves Records, who have a knack of sorting out really good up-and-coming bands. So do check These Bloody Thieves Records out as well. Really, if you're into your music, they've got some really good people on their roster.
Yeah, so our bobblehead of the week.
Bragging rights go to Don Lipscomb.
Don got in there just before Elsa. But yes, it was The Flash.
I got told I made it too hard last week.
It was a hard one, yeah. It was very generic.
I haven't got a clue who half of them are. I just grabbed one at random.
I have many. Yeah, so the song you're listening to now is Tetsuo by Blue River. We had a slight spelling mistake, so we're just trying to change that for you. Just so you don't search for the wrong thing.
You know what I'm like for spelling mistakes. That's why in the normal quiz situation, I never take points off for you bad spelling. I'm the world's worst.
Oh, so it seems the song's ended. Quite a short one, that one.
Okay.
We'll leave the recap on for one more, I think. We'll let it go through one more time.
Well, should we play it one more time then? Well, that's happening. Then
No, let's let it go through there for one more time, I think.
Well, we could put some music on back in the background now.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm fine, apparently.
We're fine. That was appropriately fast for Flash. Yes, it was.
I didn't realise it was such a short song.
Berry Cone. Hi guys, when you come +2. Love it. Thank you very much, Berry. I always like having you on the score grid because you always seem to have the unicorn emoji in there, which is quite nice. Julie Hardy, you were half right with Flash Gordon. This is just the Flash. Flash Gordon was a little bit earlier than the Flash.
There is still the one bonus point up for grabs.
Do you want to remind them what that is?
That is on the score grid. I have entered a fictitious team name. Who could that be?
If you tell us who the fake team name is,
You only get one guess though. If you can't keep guessing them all. You get one guess only, but you can claim a bonus point for your team for the first person that says it right.
Okay, I think that's a good enough recap as any.
Yeah, let's go on.
Okay.
Answers. You're doing the answers to this one.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Wonderful. Doesn't seem to be loading. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Something always has to go wrong when we do these things.
What are you doing wrong now?
Good grief. I don't know. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. Here we go. Right, on with your answers. So it's 2 points for all these, as always, please. If it's a name, it's a point for the first name and a point for the surname. Elsinore, why don't you open a PO box? We can send you wine. Oh, not a bad idea. Right, okay, so 2 points for all these, points for first names and points for surnames. If you are struggling to get into the sheet, wait for a little bit longer. And if you are in the sheet now and you aren't doing anything in there, can you make sure you do fully leave the app, fully leave the website, just so people can get in there and put their team names on and things like that.
And work out who I am.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go on with this one and then we'll do the scores later on if you need to. So number one, what was the surname of the man who invented the whirlpool bath? His first name is Candido and his surname was Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi for number one. Yeah, so once you've made your stuff in this score grid, if you can make sure you do back out just so that people can put their names in and things.
Yeah, Jacuzzi is a brand name, not a generic name.
Yeah, they are losing their copyright. Things like Xerox and Dumpster,
Yeah.
they're all trade names, but people keep using them as verbs, so they lose the copyright.
All right.
Number two, who played Bubble in Ab Fab?
They're delightful.
Jane Horrocks. Jane Horrocks, number two. Point for Jane, point for Horrocks. I know a Jade Horrocks. Number three, what is the aptly sounding name of the metal discs set in a tabourine's rim? They are Jingles. Not Jangles, but Jingles.
The throwing that a random Jade is a bit...
It's called Jade Horrocks.
Yeah, but it's Jane Horrocks.
I know, I just thought I'd say it. Number four, what J is the southern part of Palestine? They have a front, or they are the front of Judea. The Judean People's Front, the People's Front of Judea.
The Popular People's Front.
Indeed. So Judea for number four.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Number five. Which book of the Bible has more chapters? Is it Jeremiah or Job? It is Jeremiah. Unfortunately, it's not Job, as much as we'd like to say Job. Partridge Klaxon. Jacuzzi's a brand name, Partridge Klaxon. Number 6, in comics, who is Superman's photographer pal? And he actually had a comic named after him, photographer pal. It is Jimmy Olsen. Point for Jimmy, point for Olsen.
And I thought I was geeky.
Well, you yawned at that. Most people yawn at your musical facts. Number 7, what name is given to the side post of a doorway? It is a jam, or yam. So number 7. Jam for number 7. Number 8, I didn't know this one at all. What is the name of the YouTuber who reached Strictly Come Dancing finally in 2018?
He's everywhere at the moment.
It's Joe Sugg. I've got no idea who that is. I think that was one that you picked, probably.
Yeah, he's literally everywhere on TV at the moment.
Don't know.
As well as YouTube.
I'm not.
He's got something like 20 million followers. Something ridiculous
Maybe
like
I'm not
that.
down with the kids on that one. Number 9, which British-born actor and TV presenter won the Tony Award for his performance in One Man, Two Governors? It was James Corden. James Corden for number 9.
How did you know that, Alex, apparently?
How did I not know that? I don't know. I don't know how I didn't know anything about Joe Sugg. And finally, at number 10, what J is something that brings bad luck? You may have encountered one and you might have got a low score this round. It is a jinx. Jinx for number 10. As we always say, if the round's too hard, let us know. If it's too easy, let us know as well. But hopefully, if you didn't like this round, you might find the next round fun, or the next 3 rounds fun as well. Okie dokie. On to round number 2.
Right, am I doing odds and evens on this one?
Colours. So round number 2 is on colours. You are doing... Well, I would ask that you do evens.
Come on.
Answer to number 6. Didn't have any sound. Number 6 was Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen.
So I'm doing evens, okay.
Yes, you are. 19 for the scaries. Well done, Mary. All right, so number 1. What colour signifies an expert slope on a skiing piste? So what colour signifies an expert slope on a skiing piste?
I've missed my skiing. You too?
I've not been for a while, but yeah.
Used to frighten me. Used to just go off at a tremendous amount of speed and I couldn't catch him.
These all start with C. No, Sarah.
Sarah, calm down, girl.
Stay in your lane.
Tracy Ann has said, what about Jonah? That was a whale of a round. Anyway, question number 2. What colour do you associate with the hotel chain Premier Inn?
Everything's Premier, but the price.
I've been a few of those when I've been travelling to gigs and things. They're quite...
Colours beginning with J. What colour begins with J? Glorious Sons of York are not the fake team. Glorious Sons of York are one of my local teams. Bev misses snowboarding.
Peace pests of snowboarders.
Oh.
You turn around the corner and there they are. Not on the edges of the piece, right in the middle on a narrow road.
Controversial.
Peace pests, snowboarders.
Controversial. This one, there are 2 answers for 1 point each. The sponges in a Battenberg cake are usually which 2 colours? So the sponges in a Battenberg cake are usually which 2 colours? Jello, is that Jello's not a colour. Bev says, of course, lol, but at least we can sit down. That's a good point.
I thought there'd be snowboard gate there going on, but no, it's kind of like...
Jade is a colour. That is a good one, yeah. Jade is a good colour.
Oh, wait, don't give him more jades to go on about. Question number 4. What is the name of the green Teletubby?
That wasn't discussed that he would do a really creepy impression of a Teletubby. That was just a spur of the moment thing.
Oh, speaking of which, the person who did the start of the Teletubbies, Toya Wilcox, her and Robert Fripp are doing weird, bonkers Sunday lunch lockdown videos. They're hilarious. They're definitely worth checking out.
Great start, 49. How did you get 49 points in the first round? Only two points each. Judith, I hope you don't think they're 10. Yeah.
And sorry, you behave yourself.
Oh, 4 oldies scored 20. I get you now. Sorry, Judith, you confused me. I was like, what have we said? Well done. All right, moving on. Question number 5. Number 5. What kind of animal is a Russian blue? Ooh. So the answer's not a colour. The answer's
An animal.
an animal. But the question's a colour. So what kind of animal is a Russian blue?
We had the same with the Teletubby question.
Yeah, true. But I wanted to say it for me.
It's not all about him. It's about you guys. Yes, Gemma. 2 points per question.
Yeah. Cycling enthusiastic fake name?
Nope.
No.
And don't forget, you only get one guess.
I know what a Norwegian blue is.
No, you don't, because you only know what it used to be. Question number 6. Oh, he's giving me the long one. What name is given to the day following Thanksgiving Day in the US, which is regarded as the beginning of the shopping season? Bit of a long one.
Christmas shopping season.
I said that, didn't I?
Nope. You missed the word out.
Christmas shopping season.
Christmas.
Good score, Gemma. To the people that are liking Charlie's comment about Norwegian blue, please stop. It just encourages him.
It's not Bertie, it's Charlie. Ooh, number 7. I like this one. Maybe why I picked this, I don't know. Number 7. Which Channel 4 comedy series was based in East Hampton Hospital Trust? So which Channel 4 comedy series was based in East Hampton Hospital Trust?
Coming from the north, that's very hard to say. She's likely to put a H in front of East and drop the H's on the other two. Oh, I'm liking question 8 when it comes up.
Just making sure no one's pointed out the fake team name yet.
No, we've not had it since I mentioned it.
No.
No one's mentioned it yet. Okay, on to number 8. And we're talking about the Google logo. The letters O and E share the same colour in the Google logo. But what colour is that? And he did mute us there when he just said, I've got a fat tongue and I can't pronounce properly.
I kept it secret so you wouldn't have to discuss
It's still
that.
an insult. They could tell it was an insult.
Heck and Trash Pandas, they are not the fake team. Although I like Trash Pandas, it's my favourite name for a raccoon.
I thought it was Rocket, your favourite.
Rocket? No. No, I'm just saying. Trash Panda's a good nickname for a raccoon.
I got you on that one.
Did you? Charlie granted with the Blue Olympic rings next. I had a really good question about Olympic rings. One of my speed rounds I did for a quiz. Which is fantastic.
You can't say.
No.
On to the next question.
All right. Question number 9. Designed in 1940,
Flaggate.
which country has a red flag with a gold central star? So designed in 1940, which country has a red flag with a gold central star?
Just watch the comments come in now.
It's quite funny because on our delay, I've already said the question, but I'm just waiting for it to happen. I can see the chat just poised.
Yeah. You're on delay. We're about to see it go mental.
Kathy Clark got 19 last round. Fantastic.
Here we go. It's starting to hit. And finally, question 10. That very special elephant in the room. What is the colour of Dumbo's hat?
Flaggate. Ah, for Benjamin. Excuse me.
Really?
I think I muted that. I don't know if I did.
We're just seeing your comments about flags are now just starting to creep
Charlie
in.
Grant burp gate.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
You didn't mute it.
I don't think I did. Oh dear.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's the joy of it being live. You might hear me do a horrible burp. Oh dear.
I got told off when I mentioned it the other week.
Woo! That's embarrassing. Pardon me.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Mary's just put bloody hell, Alex.
Woo! Ah,
You were meant to mute that.
I know. I didn't. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Oh dear. Okay.
Charlie, I got told off for mentioning that the
Thank
other
you,
week.
Jackie. Better out than in. Yeah, exactly. Terrible. I'm so sorry. Right. Okay, we're going to go on to your recap and your next song.
I did that nice ending then, and you got rid of it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, we'll come and have a look at your scores shortly. Onto the recap on the colours.
So I have to put up with that. Yeah, I do apologise. As my girlfriend, you must put up with all my burps and bodily functions. Right.
Now we've got Night's Garden by Animal Breakdown. And as I said last week, and it does mean so much to these bands. If you like them, please log on to them on Facebook. Just drop them a message on the Facebook page. They really do appreciate it if you do like their music.
All right. So as we said, this is Night Garden by Animal Breakdown.
Oh, Benjamin, that's almost the comment of the night tonight.
There we go. Sorry, our camera got stuck on. It has autofocus.
Which we normally turn that off.
We normally turn it off. So if you saw me just staring at the screen blankly, then that was why I was doing that.
It stares at me blankly most of the time.
Because you bore me to tears. Kathy Clark, I've got no idea what I've scored. Where's the wine? Yeah, there is a cough button on radio. I actually have a cough/burp button, but I didn't press it. I forgot. So. I also know Sure to Have a Wash are not the fake team.
Ooh, you're struggling this week. I think normally you'll jump in with names, but I think a lot of you now are holding on to see what gets discounted so you can actually win it.
Possibly. Tim Catlin said a flag each week. I'm happy now. Rod, what about Jonah for question number 10 on round 1? Does it bring bad luck to Jonah?
No idea what that means. Oh, the picture's not coming for Animal. Night Garden. That's weird.
Technical issues abound. They're always happening. A Jonah is more technically to do with nautical bad luck. So what do you think?
I'm saying no, but it's up to you.
I'll say 1 point for Jonah. A jinx is more appropriate for bad luck, where Jonah is said to be more of a nautical/sailing theme for bad luck. So I'll give you 1 point for Jonah.
I have no idea what's happened to the pictures for Night Garden.
No idea. It must be a slight error on that one. Yeah, Charlie Grant's do the same thing. It's an established thing among sailors. So I will give you 1 point for Jonah, but more particularly, I would go for Jinx. I like he put the animation.
Oh, there shouldn't be any animation on that either. That's my fault as well. Not Norski's Servants.
Oh, we've got one.
We've got one. Paul Marriott has won it. It was the Jovials. So Paul Marriott has won the bonus point this week.
Right, so that was The Night Guard. I'm going to give you one more recap on that one because, again, it was a fairly short song. So we'll have one more recap, 1 to 10. Yeah, Paul Marriott, you do win our one bonus point for spotting the correct team name, or the incorrect team name. 3 smiles for the boaters, indeed. Put that on for you there. Leave that on.
Just next it when it comes to the final, when it goes to the one that I missed the.
By the way, Python Parrot Sketch is a rip of Freddie Davies. As they always say in the art world, imitation is a sincerest form of flattery. And no comedic premise is original. They're always from somewhere else. Kathy Clark, not tipsy. Damn. Lizanne, Bertie is here, but he's remaining very, very quiet. Almost suspiciously quiet.
Yes, it's almost frightening.
Indeed. They're going to drop some bomb on us.
Bit much.
Drop a weird bomb is what I meant.
Anyway, on to the answers and Alex's amazing round 3.
Which I hope you will really enjoy.
Yeah, we're going to put a poll up on that. We're going to put 2 polls up on that. Do let us know what you think. We can only do one at a time. Whether you like it or not, we'll leave the poll till we've done the round at least.
Okay, so it's your time for the answers for this one.
Right, I'm doing the answers then.
Indeed.
Colours answers. Here we go. What colour signifies an expert slope on a skiing piste? It is, of course, black. Premier Inn is associated with the colour purple. See what I did there?
Yeah. Like the film.
All right. Don't have to say it like that. And the Battenberg cake, they are usually pink and yellow. You can have 1 point each for those.
Julie Hardy says, I'm Bertie and so is my wife.
Oh, it's all gone. This is random on there.
Yeah, I mean, they do come to my Good Companions quiz, and I think Julie is the ringmaster for Bertie's ridiculousness.
The name of the green Teletubby is Dipsy. A Russian blue is a cat. The day following Thanksgiving is Black Friday. Black Friday. East Hampton Hospital Trust is Green Wing. I didn't know that one.
No.
Google logo, they are red. And the flag is the flag of Vietnam. Well done for that one. That's a trickier one, that one.
Bertie, I'm saying that your wife is the one that keeps you in control, from what I gather. And every now and again she lets you out to do whatever weird things you have.
Dumbo's hat is yellow. So those are your 10 questions.
All right. Okay, so as you saw on the intro, it is a picture round.
Just notice, Yolanda's just said, I prefer Lala. That's a very bizarre statement. Right, off, on you go.
Okay, so round number 3 is this. Bertie, I'm sorry if I said something wrong. Oh dear. Right, so round number 3 is Movie Invisibles. You're going to see 10 screenshots from famous scenes from very famous movies. The only difference is the characters have been photoshopped out. All you have to do is tell me the name of the film which the characters have been photoshopped out of.
You can see the clothing remains and everything else, but the fleshy parts have been removed.
That's a new sentence. The fleshy parts have been removed.
Yes.
That's never been said before. Okay, so do let us know. We're going to put a poll on later on just to let us know if you find it too hard, too easy, or about right. As a baseline, we have started this off what I would consider very, very easy. Mark thinks they are slightly more tricky, but I'm slightly biased as I'm quite a big movie fan. But the poll will help me to decide whether you think the round is too hard or too easy or about right.
I just kept saying, no, that's too hard. That's too hard.
But we'll see how we go. I think they're okay. Okay, here we go. I have also given you the year.
No, Paul, we did not
Next time I might Photoshop our heads in. That'd be quite funny. A long time to make, but I would really enjoy to do that. So here we go for number one, which I think is the easiest of the lot. This one is from 1940. Name the film. Benjamin says the fleshy parts. Sarah said that would be hilarious. I think we might Photoshop mine and Mark's faces in next time. I think that'd be quite a fun project. As always, these are going to be what I would consider quite easy, but it's going to develop a nice baseline for what you think's too hard or too easy.
Would that be Pale and Pasty as Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. You've ruined it now. I can't use that. So you're naming the film, Derek. All you need to do is name the film.
Name the film. If it's part of a film series, a film franchise, you get 2 points for naming the film correctly, and if you get just the franchise part of it right, you can have just 1 point for it.
All right, moving on. Number
Gemma, calm down.
Number two. This one. See how you think of this one. Is from 1978.
Right.
So from 1978. What film is that? For the recap, we're going to have each picture's going to be on there twice. There's going to be 5 slides, each with 2 pictures on. There we go.
Made that bigger. Open that up.
That's fine.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
I'm just being stupid, sorry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Number 3. This one is from 1981. Name the film. Again, more specific, the better. Adele, please make sure you do keep your answers to yourself. The chat is not for the answers. Thank you.
So tempted.
Sorry, I muted there. Sorry.
Oh, Mary, I'm just so tempted to come back to a comment like that. Yeah.
So from 1981, name the film. The more specific, the better.
Robbie, just the film, please. Just the film.
Yeah, all you need to do is name the film. Thank you. Moving on, number 4. This one is from 1993. Name the film. We may end up evolving the round that you might be able to do. There might be more points available for being more specific. So perhaps if it is a famous character, you might get points. So basically, if you had Gone with the Wind, you could have Scarlett O'Hara as an extra point. That might work. Again, there's going to be a recap of all these. Each slide will have 2 pictures on, only very slightly smaller than the picture you see now.
That's the same size.
Okay.
Oh no, fractionally small.
It's about fractionally small. The dimensions weren't quite fitting on what I thought. Okay, this one is from 1999. What film is that? Good grief. Simon, they don't all begin with J, no.
I think we start taking points off for the people who say that.
Oh, that's mean. That's very mean.
I know, but it'd be fun.
Paul, don't be telling him that they do. If there's anyone who's new to this, they might think that's actually how it works. Don't do that. Oh, Jeff says he loves this round. Fantastic. And Charlie. It was a very, very spur of the moment sort of thing. I just thought of the idea, saw a few things online, and I thought we could do a really good idea with this. So I'm glad that we're going to get feedback. Again, I will put the poll on afterwards, just so you can let us know how you found the round.
And hopefully my new round will be ready for next week.
Moving on, number 6. This one is a more recent one. This is one from 2019. Name the film.
Well, people are liking it.
Fantastic. The thing is as well, though, if we did this at a regular quiz, we wouldn't be able to do it properly because the TVs are too small for most places. This is the perfect way for us to showcase the actual round itself, as it might be slightly too hard for regular pubs.
Well, I don't think you need to put your poll up now because it's a bit obvious.
Seems to be. Well,
Actually, no, the easy and hard bit.
yeah, you could like it and still think it's too easy, so we'll see how you go. All right, moving on. Question number 7. This one is from 1985. What is this one? Thank you so much for your feedback, guys. This is really nice. Thank you so much. Kerry Lee, easier than it sounded. That is what would describe most of our quizzes. Whenever we try and describe a no idea, we always take the most roundabout way of explaining it to the point people are confused. They do the first question, they go, well, yeah, it's obvious now. Brilliant round, though. We'll be having nightmares. Yeah, it's that kind of creepy. It'd be more creepy if it's mine and Mark's face in there. Let's say that. Oh yeah, the Invisible Man's been in a lot of films. You should see his IMDb page. Alright, moving on. This one is from 1990. Name the film.
Bev's loving the round, even though she doesn't know some of the movies. This is my favourite of the lot, to be honest. What is this film? You do all know it.
Again, the year might be a big giveaway, or it might be supplementary.
By putting the year in, have we made it too easy?
But we'll put that in the poll. That'll be fine. Obviously, we won't put the poll until you've got the answers, otherwise it'll be...
Stuart Clark Lewis using the word outstanding for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I think next time I'm going to put our faces in them. All right. Sorry, I can't see anything on this one. Very good, Paul. All right, moving on. Number 9. This one is from 1997. Name the film. Again, there's a lot. Obviously, with iconic films, there's thousands to choose from. So there's no shortage of ideas we can do for this one. So if you do enjoy it, let us know. And once I've put the poll up, let us know if it was too easy, too hard, or about right.
Michelle, please no what?
What, having our faces in there?
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah, sometimes your comments aren't immediately obvious to us because of the delay. No, we're not doing it with that particular scene. That's creepy. That'd be horrible. No. I'd have to think of something else for that one. Okay, and finally, question number 10. This one I thought was tricky, but Mark thought was very easy. But we'll see how you go. For number 10, this one is from 1968. Name the film.
Yeah, I thought this was easy. You thought it was really hard.
Again, it's all context, I guess. Stephanie Gooch says best round ever. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Break the porn task parties like your French girls. Whew, good grief. Okay, so that was your 10. As I said, they're going to be I'll put the poll on when we get to the answers, but we'll put the recap on now. And each one of these will have 2 pictures on each for questions.
And in the recap, we'll talk about the potential Thursday quiz.
Okie dokie. Put that on there, get that off. Wrong screen. Okie dokie. Right. So would you like to tell them what's coming up next for the next song?
The next song is by a Brighton band, a new Brighton band. And have we got it on?
Yes.
They're called the Dryas. So new, they haven't even got their... Because it hit just as lockdown came up, and they've not even got proper band photos as yet. They're that new. to us, but I heard this track and I just thought it was brilliant and we had to play it. So here we go. This is Boy by the Dryas. I think I'm back on. So we're thinking about doing a Thursday quiz, maybe a Friday quiz. Another day of the week anyway. As I said, this is our 13th week now without any income. So we're looking at alternatives. If it becomes financially viable for us to keep doing these quizzes like this, then we'll do so. So if you can help us out, even if it's just your usual £2 that you normally pay for entry into a quiz, it is on Marks and Alec quiz at yahoo.com. Alex will put that on in a minute. If you can help us out with that, it would help us a great deal. It literally is, we're trying to now work out where we can go with this and what we can do with this, which is why we're thinking of doing another quiz later in the week. Excuse me. Well, tomorrow I'll put up a poll on the Quiz Actually Facebook page, whether you want it just this, if you do go for it, if you want it just like this, which is a mixture of just general rounds, or whether you want it a more specialised sort of round. That'll be on the Facebook page tomorrow as well. You quickly just pop up. I don't know which button it is. Oh, that one. Yeah, so it's Mark and Alex quiz at yahoo.com if you'd like to make a donation. Thank you. Sorry, I've cocked up again.
We got the wrong slide in there. We put it in the wrong order. Hopefully you understand that it was the wrong order, but just in case, we have fixed it for you there. Okay, it was a bit on the recap. There was a little bit skew with, but I think you all got which number it was anyway. Typical minor error is what we tend to have in our quizzes. Nothing really serious goes wrong, but always little tiny things. Throw a little spanner in the works. Okay, so we're going to go through this one and then straight on with round 4.
Michelle, I've noticed your comment about missing friends at the railway. We know that we can't have the numbers. I know pubs are talking about coming back now because, let's not get political, but pubs are coming back. We are working on ways that we can do it with restricted numbers in some way, ready for when the pubs are ready to take us back on. We don't know when that's going to be because they might just be busy anyway and don't need us, so we'll have to see on that side of things.
I think on the totem pole of what's important, I think large events are probably at the very bottom rung.
Yeah.
When it comes to front-facing businesses and then pubs doing events will be probably the very last thing that gets...
But a lot of the things I'm seeing in the background, working with various groups, particularly on the music business, the grassroots music side of things, there's a lot going on that is being discussed and will move things forward.
Someone's saying it's slide gate. We got the slides wrong. There's some gate every week, and I'm always happy to see a new gate every week. Okay, so we're going to go through the answers then. These are all worth 2 points for all of these, please. 2 points for all of these. I will put the poll on now for you. Let me just see if I can get it up. That one. So we've got the Invisibles round. If it's too hard, too easy, or about right, please do let us know.
But you don't have to do that immediately.
Don't have to do it immediately. No, it's fine. Okay, here we go. So number 1, after the movie Invisibles. So as I said, probably the easiest of the lot, but it's a nice one to break you in. Number 1 was Pinocchio, back from 1948. Moving on, number 2. That's just frozen, it's fine. Number 2 is Grease. Just completely ignore that screen, doesn't matter. Grease for number 2.
Okay.
Number 3, this one you're going to get 2 points for the correct answer and then 1 point if you name the franchise. The full correct name is Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So if you put Indiana Jones, you get 1 point. If you correctly labelled the entire thing, you get the full 2 points. Number 4, that one is of course an iconic scene from Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire for number 4. Number 5. Number 5 from 1999 is a very fantastic film if you haven't seen it, although I think most people have actually, is Notting Hill. Notting Hill for number 5. There you go, Charlie Grant with the quote straight in there. Fantastic. Number 6, probably one of my favourite films of the last few years. Fantastically made, well directed.
I haven't seen it yet.
It is Joker for number 6. Joker for number 6.
I like the shirt though.
It almost looks like your music t-shirt. Number 7, the big clue I think would be 1985, in which all of the time travel takes place. That is Back to the Future, the original one. That's the first one for number 7. Although technically you could say it's Back to the Future 2, but you know it's Back to the Future 1. Number 8. Number 8 is the famous Isley Brothers song from the film Ghost. Ghost for number 8. My screen has gone a weird colour. I'm going to turn that off. That did it. There we go. So Ghost for number 8. Number 9, King of the World. It is Titanic. Titanic for number 9. And finally, number 10, Bertie, for God's sake, you know it's the Joker. Number 10.
He's joking.
Number 10 is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
And the Child Catcher.
Played by
I don't know.
Benny Hill.
No.
No?
Benny Hill was the Toy
Master, yeah. I can't remember who it was. Well. Anyway, right.
You can't use that question now.
Righteous Brothers, not Isley Brothers, yeah. Isley, for God's sake, it doesn't matter. I was wrong either way. The pronunciation's unimportant. Okay, finally, on to your 4th and final round.
Which, of course, is...
General knowledge.
You not have an intro for it?
No, it seems to be completely gone. No.
I must have got rid of it by mistake.
Okay. So look at those scores. We've got 28-20, 12. Happy with the balance. So most people, 64% of you at the moment have said it was about right, and 36% of you said it was too easy, and nobody said it was too hard. So that's always a comfort.
Right, what am I doing this time? Odds or evens? Go on. Do your worst.
You are evens. Okay. Here we go then. On to round number 4. Team Wild, it might have been. I don't know. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys. As I said, I was slightly biased as I'm quite a big movie buff, so I thought a lot of the questions we had were very easy. Mark thought they were quite middling.
The amount that I threw out and said I've got no idea what that is.
Steve Gooch says Robert Helpman might have been the name of the actor. I don't know. I could look it up, but I won't. It's more fun to see what you say. Yep, Robert Helpman. Fair enough. Okay, moving on. Number 1. In chess, which colour moves first? One of the ultimate 50-50s there. So in chess, which colour moves first? Michael, it wasn't out of 21, no. It was if you name the franchise, you get 1 point. If you name the correct film, you get the actual 2 points. So if you put Raiders of the Lost Ark, that is 2 points. If you put just Indiana Jones, that's 1 point. There's no extra points for having the full answer.
Okay, we'll bring it back within the next 4 quizzes.
Yeah.
Question 2. We put this in to give you a bit of time.
Oh, this one is worth 3 points.
This one is worth 3 points indeed. You've got 6 names, and you can have half a point Oh no, we only want first names, don't we? You can have 6 names, and you can have half a point each. Name the 6 character first names from the TV programme Friends.
Stevie Gooch, are all the answers colours? Yes, Steve. All of the answers are colours.
That begin with J.
Yeah, they're all colours and they all begin with
No,
J.
we can't say that because people might get confused.
They're not. Yeah, it doesn't matter who played him. He's an all-round creepy fella. Thank you,
Yeah, as a
Phil.
kid, he frightened me, that's for sure. I did have one of as a kid, one of those Chitty Chitty Bang Bang cars that came out.
What was the name of the car?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
No, the brand of it was a Paragon Panther, wasn't it?
I have no idea. Anyway, it got thrown away, and even in just reasonable quality now, but absolutely worth a fortune.
All my Pogs got thrown away, and my Pogs are now would have been worth a lot of money. But we won't go there. It's fine. Number 3.
No, Mum's watching.
Number 3.
She
What word describes someone who can use both their left and right hand with equal ease? So what word describes someone who can use their left and right hand with equal ease? You can't have bonus points for surnames, no. The question itself is worth 3 points anyway, so you've got a massive advantage if you know them all in the first place. Sharon Rogers saying, okay. It's fine. The gift of foresight would have been worth more than its weight in gold at that point, but there you go.
200 quid, wasn't it?
About that. Your turn.
Question number 4. What Italian building material translates as baked earth?
So there we go. There were the results at the end of that one. 36 said it was too easy, and 64 said it was about right. So we'll go for that level of difficulty next time we do it, and that'll be in the next 3 or 4 weeks for our quiz.
This is weird seeing some of so we see your comments slightly delayed, and I have to think back. What were we talking about?
Bonus points if you name the barman. Wasn't a barman though. He was the barista.
What's this friend we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Question number 5. Oh, number 5. This is a rather specific kind of question, I think. Number 5. Who picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been? So who picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been? Quite a tricky one, this one, if you're not familiar with that sort of thing. That could be said about every single question of all time. If you're not familiar with it, it's kind of difficult. But again, we'll see how you go on
If
that
you
one.
see it, say it.
If you see it, say it. What about if you name the first cameo? I reckon that would have been...
that would have been Word Up.
No, that's a terrible joke. I think the first cameo might have been Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt. Possibly.
Someone has been on to Google.
How have I been onto Google?
No.
Oh, Charlie. I reckon Charlie probably knew it. I don't know. The Vicar. I can't remember who the Vicar was. I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Jackie. That's nice to hear.
The Vicar, was it Rowan Atkinson? I don't know. Possibly, I don't know. Moving on.
Number 6. Ooh, this is a good one. In which UK city were the 2002 Commonwealth Games held?
So it's quite a while ago, but obviously the Commonwealth Games are only every 4 or 5 years, isn't it?
Every 4.
4 years.
And it's the opposite 2 years to the Olympics.
Ah.
Same year as the World Cup.
Oh, current question. All right. Bertie, you need to remember there's a massive delay of at least 30 seconds. So if something appears on the screen, it takes a long time for me to actually see the comment related to the question that you can see on the screen. Good grief.
Yeah, we're at least 15 seconds ahead of you talking before Facebook even sends it out in the first place. And then you're all slightly at different places on the on this time screen anyway.
Yeah, so sometimes you might have to reference the actual thing you're talking about in your comment.
Yeah, because it throws me sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll just see it and we're like, what does that mean? And it's quite obvious it was what you've just seen.
Again, Stuart's just put a comment in. I've got absolutely no reference to what he's talking about.
I think that was for the Friends one. There's no bonus point for that one. I was just stating that it was a barista, not a barman.
Number 7, true or false? Is this a true question, or is this one I put in the database absolutely making it up?
True or false? Comedian Romesh Ranganathan's first name is actually Jonathan. True or false? Comedian Romesh Ranganathan's first name is actually Jonathan. Is that true or false? 15 seconds, you could have beat the boat. No. You don't understand. It's not a delay for me for coming out. What you see is a delay of at least 15 seconds. I couldn't have bleeped the burp out because I'm not
backwards.
Yeah.
We can't edit it. It actually gets sent out to Facebook. Facebook hold on to it for 15 seconds and then they release it.
If it's the other way around, I could have very easily muted my burp, but I didn't. So there you go.
This is getting rather random.
Andrew wasn't expecting an explanation. Well, you got one. Well, you want to know. I don't know. All right.
I think they're trying to wind us up.
It's working.
Question 8. The ship Vostok 1 carried whom on a record-breaking journey?
Vostok 1. Or Vostok I.
No, it's Vostok 1, I'm sure.
Roman numerals is I.
I'll push off that chair in a minute.
I wouldn't have far to fall.
Very true.
Wind you up, never. No, Bertie, you never wind us up. Ever.
That's wind you up.
Oh, dear. Yeah, we're not broadcasting live, we're broadcasting live.
Precisely.
Moving on, number 9. Number 9, which sports company supplies the Premier League's official ball? So which sports company supplies the Premier League's official ball? And that is correct as the latest season.
Oh, here we go. Benjamin, calm down.
Yeah, 2019 is going to be a great year. Clean bill of health for everybody. All that sort of stuff.
Oh, this is bonkers.
I always like that delay when it was something like man who got in a coma in 2015 wakes up in 2019. It was like, what about the EU referendum? I'm sure we lost that, right? And it's just like the one was like, good news. And he's like, there's loads of those. And finally, number 10.
I like this one. Please be specific. You know what I mean?
Pacific. Be Pacific with your answer.
Specific. Pony, shot, and jigger are units of measure of what? Pony, shot, and jigger are units of measure of what?
Benjamin, time for your medication. It's okay, you're safe, you're well, you're at home.
I'm going to get another cup of tea in the break.
A bit more tea for me.
Sarah, please don't. I've had problems with that word all my life. Not being able to say it properly. I don't even... a normal quiz, the quiz will notice I actually don't even mention the word because I struggle with it.
Fun fact, we have a database of about 25,000 questions, and not once in the decade plus 20,000 amount of questions ever written, Mark has ever spelt the word traditionally correct. Never.
Which is why at a normal quiz, I never take points off for bad spelling. I admit I am the world's worst at spelling.
Well, there you go.
Slim Shady, Benjamin.
I don't think I did it right again.
Did you hear that? Did you actually hear that one? Oh, dear.
Right. Okay. On to your recap, and then it's on to your answers, and that will be the end.
No, Hannah's. We're not out of Dunkel Weissbier. We're literally holding back, to be honest. Just a cost thing, really.
Okay, here we go. Right, so what's the song?
The song is the choice of Stuart Clark-Lewis of the Premium Blend radio show, which is on every Thursday at 8 p.m. You can also actually hear it online, even though if you're not in the Hailsham area. It is Last Life by... Oh, it's that word again.
Oh, God, it is!
By Pacific. Check it out.
Completely, yeah, completely unintentional, that as well.
It is. Again, this is a fantastic band. It's a great song. Do check it out. If you really like it, go onto their Facebook page. Just leave a message saying heard it at the quiz. We loved it. Just something like that. I really love this.
Also, before we do start that, honestly, guys, I genuinely am very sorry for not muting out my burp. Then I wasn't trying to be gross.
Oh, he did it again.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it for a laugh. No, seriously, I wasn't.
He did press the button.
I did press the button. It didn't work. I do apologise. I know some people don't like burps, and I totally understand. I am sorry. Okay, with that being said, let's get on with the music, and I'll try and keep my burps to myself. Jesus Christ, Bertie, that was fantastic. Thank you. Charlie Grant, Trad Idchon Ali, yes. You would think that would be enough for him to remember, but it isn't. And also another thing we have is, instead of true or false, we have true of false. Something he does quite often. To the point that sometimes I will actually proofread what he writes live, just to make sure that he doesn't spell anything wrong. Yeah. Next week I present with hiccups. Don't put it past me. Been sent a picture of my family dog contribution to the quiz. Not much, she's asleep. So I am glad about the invisible poll we've had. So most people found it about right, which is great. We'll plan that for next time. Okay.
So it is on the screen. Is Pacific, and on there is about the Premium Blend radio show. Just by tapping into the website, just put it into Google as a search. You'll find it on there. Cracking music, and just check it out.
Loving the Last Life by Specific.
Stop taking the mick out of me. I struggle.
Oh dear. Okay, then on with Excuse me. On with your answers to round number 4.
And we're on time this week.
We are on time. Fantastic. Here we go.
So I'm doing the answers now.
Bertie says, guess we should be grateful that Alex hasn't been eating beans. But that's the thing, no one else will suffer other than him. Mark's gone see-through. No, he's just dark. It's been dark the entire night. What are you talking about?
Okay. So, 2 points per question, as usual, apart from question 2. So, in chess, which colour moves first? It is always white. No, I won't talk about it. One of my little tales that you turn around and say is really boring. So
It probably is.
And the 6 characters' first names in Friends are Phoebe, Monica, Rachel, Joey, Ross, and Chandler.
Oh, green shoulder stripe equals green screen. Oh, yeah. In fact, it might... No, my screen's not... My t-shirt's not... Oh, actually... No, it's not. Yours is so green that you can actually see through it. Yeah, that's true. Can you... No. Anyway. So that one is worth 3 points.
The word describing someone who can use their left and right hand with equal ease. It's just greedy, isn't it, really? Is ambidextrous.
My granddad actually likes to say that he's anti-ambidextrous, so he can't use either of his hands with equal ease. Because he's originally left-handed, then he got rheumatism and he can't use his right hand.
I'm left-handed.
I am right-handed.
What Italian building material translates as baked earth? It is terracotta. Terracotta. Who picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been?
It's not the vicar.
It's from the classic Beatles song. It's Eleanor Rigby. The Commonwealth Games in 2002 was Manchester.
If Mark can't spell traditional, what chance does he have with ambidextrous? It's probably a question that I wrote, if I'm being honest.
All right, calm down. True or false? It is actually true. Question number 8. Vostok 1 carried Yuri Gagarin into space.
The very first person to go there. Dawn French. Dawn French, probably she might pick up the rice, but it wasn't the particular one we were looking for.
I'm not sure what you mean in Hannah's.
Erna?
I don't know.
Might be the person who picks up the rice.
Number 9, the sports company supplying the Premier League's official football. Again, our German friends will have no idea of this, but it was worth a guess at least. It is Nike. And, as I said, be specific on this one. They are spirits. Alcoholic spirits. If you give me just alcohol, I'll let you have 1 point, but definitely spirits for 2. A pony's half a shot, and a jigger is a shot and a half.
And there are 16 shots in a pint. Did you know that Lady Gaga is named after Yuri Gagarin? That's completely false, Bertie. Stop spreading fake news. Okay, right, so there are your 10 answers, and we'll move on to the score sheet in just a few minutes.
As usual, we wait about 10 minutes to get your scores in on there, and then we just yabber on for a little 10 minutes. If you want to leave us, leave us. If you want to stay with us and give us abuse as usual. What about a drink? Oh, cheers, Simon.
What about a drink?
Half a point.
For drink, half a point rather than 1.
Yeah, it's
half a point. Okay.
Yeah, a drink, alcohol, a drink. You decide.
1 point for drink.
1 point for drink. He's saying.
Yeah,
he's being generous.
They aren't specifically. It's specifically drinking rather than measurements, as in what you'd put into a sandwich or something like that.
Francis has said she hopes I've got a pony in that mug. Nay.
And with that, we're leaving. Good night. Dear me. I'm going to put a little bit of music on while we go.
Jack's got 9. Let's put Drusilla on. People loved it last week. Let's put Drusilla back on.
There we go. That's KLU by Drusilla.
I'm not sure whether it's KLU or Clue. Brandon, if you're still here, let us know. Is it KLU or is it Clue? The Drusilla track, please. Elsa, well done.
I shall pin the score sheet for you, Cliff. Put that on there. There we go. I took it off just because the poll came up and I think it would block too many things. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Jackie. 77 for the Boaters. Wonderful stuff from Paul Marriott. Pickled Eggs got 66 out of 81. 58 for Steve Bond. Terrible first rounded for the Lady Bay Lockdowners. As I said, if you find round 1 hard, you generally try and make it so round 2 is more balanced.
And we do look back at the scores to see which rounds people have found tricky and take really note of that sort of thing.
Yeah. Let's get that score grid on as we see it. There we go.
Scores going in.
It is out of 81, Matthew, yet, as there's an extra point for round 4, number 2. So there's an extra point for that one. Bertie says it's KLU, or Clue. Thank you, Bertie, for your fantastic contribution. That really helped. Matthew, the only one that's worth 3 points is round 4's number 2 about the Friends question. Just in case.
And as we said, if you can help us out, even just the £2 you normally pay for the quiz, it is on PayPal. It is Mark and Alex quiz.
Mark and Alex quiz
at yahoo.com. It really does help us out, guys. It's been tricky, hasn't it?
Yeah.
As I say, it's literally a quarter of a year now that we've not been able to go out earning money.
Yeah, we're not earning furlough pay, we're not earning benefits, we are literally earning nothing.
Yeah, I put in a claim in for Universal Credit 3 weeks ago. They've still not got back to me. It's bonkers.
So yeah, honestly, a contribution of even £2, which is literally what you would pay to enter a normal quiz at one of our places.
It just goes a long way for us, it really does.
Yeah. So let's have a look at some of these...
I love Joe's comment. That's what we're going to call it in future now. The removal of the fleshy part.
I'm going to have that.
Around.
I like that.
Yeah, we're going to hold that. We're going to keep that.
Definitely having that.
The removal of the fleshy part.
Matthew Linnett again. Round number 4 was worth 21 points, as question number 2 was worth 3 points. That's the only question in the entire quiz that was worth more than 2 points. So it is out of 81 points overall. Gemma Hill says 67 overall. Pleased with that. Thank you both. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Michelle.
Thank you, Kathy. Really good tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, Paul, it's all right. Thank you so much for everyone who always helps the newbies come in and help them figure out things.
Yeah, it really does help, actually.
Yeah, sometimes we miss it when people say, how do we do this and how do we do that? And a lot of you do really help them, so that's nice.
And you guys are actually talking as you see us talking, whereas we're that little bit further ahead the time stream than you are.
Again, we might make it clear on the question next time. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. And next time we do a question which is worth more than 2 points, we'll make it clear on the screen that this is a bonus point available, I think. Just to clarify for other teams. Musicals round. We would like to do musicals round. Obviously, it wouldn't be as fun as our normal rounds because we can't use any copyrighted music, but we wouldn't mind doing a musicals round. That might be more something on our specific Thursday quiz we do. I
might have a word with George.
Yes. Our good friend George, who also goes by George Martin Marino, I think he'd be up for singing you some show tunes, which would be quite nice.
Maybe even Cara might be up for it. I once did a quiz, a music oriented. We had a musicals round with a Brighton drag queen called Caravan Park, who's absolutely fantastic.
It took me a long time to realise that a drag name was meant Caravan Park. It took me far too long to realise that.
Originally, Cara, in the days before Put on the Drag On, actually was in the West End, was in Les Mis and toured with Les Mis as well. So maybe we can sort something out on that.
Cheers, thanks for the fun, burpees. Who needs a gym? Again, I am so sorry for burping. I didn't do it to be
Twice.
gross. I didn't do it to be gross. I didn't do it for a laugh. I genuinely didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Fantastic quiz despite Mark's see-through shirt. Bertie says that we thought about a Patreon. We have thought about a Patreon, but we wouldn't like to do it be paying on a monthly basis.
Yeah, we looked at that side of things, and I think to ask people to commit to every single week when there might be one week they might not enjoy it.
It's a monthly thing though. But
Is it a monthly?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a lot to ask people to commit to pay every single.
we might offer it as an extra thing you could do. But again, we don't want to put it so that you have to pay every month. We'd like it to be a choice sort of thing.
And it is optional. It really is optional. We're not. The whole point when we started this, the point was to connect to all our regular teams and give them a connection with each other, because we really right at the start of the lockdown we realised what it was like for people, and it was a case of so let's bring people together, and then it's sort of grown, which is why we've got teams from all over the country, and as I say, even people outside of the country, which is nice.
But the thing is as well, I think
Hannah, see you June 29th.
Oh, is that when you're next playing? That's fine.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, I think a Patreon might be an idea. We wouldn't ever make it so that you'd have to be a Patreon to subscribe, but we might be able to provide certain benefits for doing a Patreon. We might have a Patreon exclusive quiz that we do one night.
Yeah,
could work. But we are dubious of making you have a monthly contribution. I don't feel that you should be forced to pay if you're not taking part. So if you take part in the quiz, we'd like you to send a few quid our way. But if you don't take part or you miss a month, then I feel it would be unfair to charge you X amount of money for something you're not taking part in. But we'll see how it goes. Love round 3. Thank you very much, Nicola. That's really nice of you. Thank you.
New round next week if I can finally get it up and running.
New round next week, right? There we go. Again, we have a noise there. I don't know what that noise is.
Also, from next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, which I'll explain next week, I'm starting my afternoon chat show, afternoon tea at 4, which initially will be running 3 days a week, and that'll be just a lot bit of fun.
Yeah, thank you, Bertie. Again, we'll try and figure out something to do with the Patreon. I think I'd rather it be, if you want to pay for the quiz that you've taken part in, then give us a few quid. If you want to pay a bit more, then have the Patreon. But I wouldn't like the Patreon to be our main focus. I would like people to be able to play the quiz regardless of being able to pay for anything.
Yeah, if people want to give a bit more, we just, from my point of view, I just feel that you would do it naturally on the PayPal. It's just...
I would pay for Mark to keep the same shirt on each Monday. There's not enough money in the world, Kelly Jones. Not enough money in the world.
I always keep the same shirt on every week.
Oh, a quiz with benefits sounds like my kind of quiz from Paul. This is something we'll really think about. I think a Patreon-only quiz might be a good idea.
Okay.
And the Patreons get to pick the round they play. I think that might be a good idea.
Maybe that work for the second quiz.
Yeah, even if it is that 20 people play that quiz.
Cheers, Kathy. Nice. That's lovely to read.
Love round 3 had the best week. We are the Cunning Stunts. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Julia. Oh, my granddad's talking to me. 1 second. Bye, Fran. See you next Monday.
It seems that round 3 is a hit by what you're all saying. How are we on numbers? Have we put it in order yet?
I'll put it in order now. So your scores are being put into order now. Let's have a quick go. We've got round 4. No, we've got total points away. There we go.
How was round 1 wasn't too bad, looking at the scores.
Most teams got more than 10, which is nice, apart from the Germans, who didn't get it, but obviously that was a very English-centric round. Paul Molyneux, the bobblehead this week.
Yes, you did miss it.
Who was it who said it first? I can't remember.
Don't know.
But there you go, it was somebody first. I think they just beat Elsa Node by a couple of seconds. It was the Flash. There you go. Amy Jo came in with the Flash, Paul. Thank you, Amy. Right, so there are the scores. Let's get that in order then. We've got the score with Cam. Fantastic. So our winners tonight, getting full marks. Beating the Digby's this week. With 81 points, it's Phone Chimps and Friends from Brighton, Yorkshire and Spain. And their regular pub is Any Vacant Park Bench. Very good. Very good. Digby's from Five Ways. They came second, tying with the Hateful Eight from the Pump House, who are based in Ringmill, London, Tunbridge Wells and Reading. And in third place tonight with 79 is your Requisite Harry from Kent, Baldock and Birmingham, and Charlie and the Lockdown Factory from Nottingham, and usually the nearest as their regular pub.
Yeah. The pubs are going to start opening, but it is really, really weird on what they've got to do with this social distancing at 2 metres. I was checking on my stuff on the venue side of things, and a 320 cap venue has worked out that they can actually fit in 18 punters to come into the inn. That's all they can fit in. Normally they're 320 cap, but to keep everyone in their layout spaced, they can only fit in 18 people. That's just shows you how tricky it's going to be for the pubs as well, to keep people that far apart, because there's legal obligations on them if they don't.
So we've got some more things there, the categories you'd like to see. We've got like the movies in round 3, airport codes.
We do occasionally pop those in. There has been at least 2 so far during the run of the virtual quizzes.
Yeah, I think an entire round on airport codes might be a bit too specific, but we will put them in.
But we do include them.
We have international dialing codes. We also have international license plates, international websites, things like that, which is always nice. Let's have a look at some more of these. We've got round 3, more of the same, please, on movies. That's from Photo Finish. We play the George Payne. Number 32 from Portslade and Spain. Who play the Railway Side Dingbats. Alamo Angels from Uckfield with a very nice bright turquoise. Said James Bond. James Bond, I think if we did a movie special quiz on a Thursday, we'd have a James Bond round. I think that's
quite clear. We've got sport.
Sport from The Expendables. We've got another James Bond films. Musicals that Mel has seen from Top Guns. Very good.
I like it.
I've actually got an entire... There's a YouTube channel I follow, and it's all about movies that they haven't seen from the 80s. And it's you know the goggles, you press the goggles on and you see movie slides.
Yes.
It's one of those things. It's an entire
Slide master
of movies that such and such a person hasn't seen, which is quite fun. Gen Z questions. Unfortunately, you're talking to a Gen X and a millennial, so Gen Z's probably not the best.
True.
Yeah. More cryptic round, fewer questions about the colour of logos, which people are going to look at their phones. To be fair, Julia, anyone can look at their phones at any point in the quiz.
You can look at your phone for any of the questions we asked for tonight. That's why we don't do prizes, because we just thought it would be a waste of time. This is about having fun. This is about teams in certain pubs that know other teams in certain pubs. Not cheating, because it wouldn't work. And they're actually getting banter between each other. And we know that banter goes on behind the scenes that you don't actually see here.
I nearly said it was Paul's birthday, but he's joking, so Paul, no. If it is your birthday, I'm never going to say it now. You cried wolf, that's it. Yeah, but when it comes to cheating in the quiz, the whole reason our quiz is free to enter...
Everyone's talking about James Bond.
Shaken, not stirred. Right. The whole reason that quiz is free to enter is because if you add a monetary incentive, then people are more likely to cheat. If you cheat in this quiz, fair play, but nothing will come of it. It
doesn't matter, does it?
Nothing will come of you cheating, so that's the whole point.
It's about having fun. It's about the banter that goes on in the chat side of things, and it's the banter that you have with your friends as a team. That's why we did it. It was to bring people who are separate but used to play as a team once a week, to give them a reason to come back together again. We
did actually watch a quiz where there was a monetary prize offered, and it became very dog-eat-dog, sort of very specific. If an answer wasn't fully specific... Thanks, Charlie. If an answer wasn't fully specific, then people started, acting the goat and things like that, so... I don't think I could put that on.
Does that still work?
There you go.
There you go, Charlie.
Oh, there. Paul Mornew, it's 69 IE, my birthday. Okay. Thanks, Pele Pacey. The fleshy parts have been removed. That is the name of round 3 now. The fleshy parts have been removed.
Yeah.
It is going to be the name of it, definitely. Yeah. I think maybe with our Patreon quizzes, if we decide to go around that route, we can find a way to have some sort of monetary incentive because it'll be a private group, but that is way... that's pie in the sky at the moment, but
Yeah.
a few people have mentioned doing a sort of another way to donate, and we'd be happy to follow that avenue, but we'd have to work out the best way to do it with the most quality and it not feeling like we're shortchanging you for your money.
And at the end of the day, it's creating an event that works for you guys, and then that's what's our main drive in all this.
Yeah. We want to keep the same standard for our normal quizzes than we do for our online quizzes. In fact, I would think we put more of a pedigree on our online quizzes just because you're paying for them, that's all.
Yeah, Julie, that sounds an interesting point. The old Hollywood films.
That'd be good.
black and whites.
Yeah, that'd be good to get out of the fleshy parts removed. We could do, Orson Welles or Casablanca. Frankenstein.
We've started on the birthdays now. Fran's coming in as 22nd of June is her birthday.
Julia got 69 as well. Well done, Julia. I'm going to have a quick sort of the scores again. Sorry if you're in there. I'm going to do a very quick sort just so we can see.
Yeah, you might move around a bit.
Yeah, sorry if you do. Helps if I click the right button. Here we go again with the big sort.
You've got quite a few on 69.
Indeed. Charlie's on the 19th.
Sorry, I ain't got your present.
How many bottles do we need to sponsor for a Monday night quiz?
2.
Two.
2 bottles of wine.
Yeah, that would do. Benjamin Pritchard, I have one every year. One time in college...
Very good, Benjamin.
One time in college, I did say to my friends, just out of the blue, they were talking about birthdays, and I said... I just randomly said, I was like, I was born on my birthday. And they went, wow, Rip. Wait a sec, what?
Oh, cheers, Ryan. That's lovely. Thank you so much, sir. Really nice, thank you.
And the Dryas social pages, yeah, we will put that in there for you. Dryas social page, we will put that in there. Fran, I will try and do that for you. We'll do it. We'll see if we can get that going.
Again, music is so objective. Some people like some stuff, some people don't like stuff. That's why we kind of try and mix it about. I realised that Tony at the start is a slightly heavier sound that some people are used to.
It was a real 50-50. People said they loved it, and some people said this wasn't their thing, which was fine.
But that's the point of music. What's the point of music that everybody likes? It's bubblegum pop that is great for 2 minutes and then everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
It's better that music actually means something to you personally and not to someone else.
Indeed. Let's have a quick check how many people are playing on.
Okay, Charlie. Take that as your present.
Music is subjective, yes, rather than objective. Right, we are down to about 38 people.
We're just going to give it 2 more minutes and then
2 more minutes and we're gonna... Yeah.
Get some food, really. I'm actually not hungry, actually.
No, we're doing alright at the moment.
It's subjective and objective.
Objectively, yes. Thank you, Elsa. We'll see you again next week. Elsa is... if anyone's deserving of the top fan badge, it's Elsa. She's always there with a nice comment or to help somebody, so thank you, Elsa.
And we're very close to the Blinders releasing their new album. My favourite band in the whole world. My favourite live band in the whole world. And I'm missing it tremendously not going to gigs.
So let's have a look at those that we've got. One of the musicals Mel has seen. Loser just procrastinate. Did say colours, but I'm pretty sure that was Paul Molyneux saying that we'll take our question away.
Yeah.
Jen Z questions. Musicals Human Body. Dicky and Testicle. From Doddington. Human Body's a good one. We've got a biology round we've made before. Good work.
Food and drink. We've been a while since we did that.
We've done a food and drink. We have done a food and drink though.
Yeah, but it was one of our early ones, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Board games. We've done a hobbies and pastime round before, which featured a few board games.
A couple of sporty type things there.
Formula 1 and sport.
Mickey's Musketeers slogans. Slogans, actually, we found are very divisive. Some people get them all, and other people do really, really badly at it. It's a really weird one.
Benjamin said, "Well done, chaps. You're funny, but I like you." Again, we've got the turtles in there for some reason.
Yeah, let's get rid of that.
I can't. It's your playlist, though.
We'll get told off for it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for playing. We are going to take our leave now. As we said before.
Oh, just before we go, can you do a link to my new Spotify playlist. I'm a big fan of Radio 1 DJ Annie Nightingale, who has literally now reached 50 years on Radio 1. Back in the 80s and 90s, she had a cult radio show called the Annie Nightingale Request Show, which I was quite heavily involved with as a requester. And on the back of that, I've created a playlist of the sort of songs these songs that were played on there, from the really sublime stuff to the really bonkers stuff that she played. And that is the link to it. So if you do have a fancy having to listen to old songs that you've probably forgotten about, just tap into that, and do let me know what you think of it. That'd be great.
Paul, you said what could be good is an emoji music band name round. I've actually flirted with the idea of using emojis for an entire round once, which I am working on. We've got movie emojis, the plot of a movie described in 5 emojis, things like that. I am working on. But the idea for using a music band name would be quite cool. I would like that. Something like Band of Horses or things like that could be quite easy to use. Benjamin Pritchard, you're never over 50, Mark. Oh,
I'm saying nothing.
He's closer to than...
Shut up. No, I'm not. Don't make me older than I am.
Okay. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for playing. The Annie Nightingale request playlist has been pinned in the comments if you'd like to check that out.
And officially sanctioned by Annie herself. She gave me a lovely little comment.
Indeed. Right, we will see you again next
Monday.
Next Monday, not Wednesday. Ben, he's not that old, Ben. Alright, guys, thank you so much for playing. We'll see you again next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.